What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Player Profile. Today we'll be focusing on New York Rangers defenseman Ryan McDonagh, American kid, 6'1", 213 pounds, excels in the defensive aspects of the game, which is something you really can't say about a lot of young defensemen. Usually they're more offensive oriented as they get into the league at a young age, but he is tremendously remarkable in his own zone. 22-year-old American kid, just turned 22, 22 and a half, 6 months ago. You know. Had 9 points in 40 games last year with the Rangers, and has already surpassed that with 11 points in 22 games. Puts him on a 40-point pace. I don't know if he'll reach those numbers this year, but I think his offensive abilities are underrated. Everyone talks about how good he is defensively, but it's a hard shot and makes a good first pass out of the zone. That's what you need for the transition game, especially with a team like the Rangers that relies with speed guys like Gaborik and Leslie Richards that need the speed. He can make the good safe pass, get it out of the zone, and let them do their thing up ice and play a full 200-foot game, which is what this, like I said, this kid excels at. Spent part of last year with the Connecticut Whale, the AHL, before getting called up to the Rangers once and for all. Was a standout at the University of Wisconsin. Played 3 years there. Was captain of the U.S. World Junior team during his sophomore year at Wisconsin. The team was a little bit really underachieved, but not his fault. He played very well, except that one pass to Tavares. I'm sure that he would have loved to have back the snap stick pass. It's kind of ironic they play against each other now 6 times a year. Both New York residents playing for the Rangers and Islanders respectively. But like I said, former high school player of the year in Minnesota, played at Creighton Durham High School. Was drafted in the first round by Montreal, and they gave up on. They gave him up for Scott Gomez, a deal I'm sure they would love to have back. The Rangers saved a ton of cap room and got a tremendous young defensive defenseman who it will, I think, develop into one of the best two-way defensemen in hockey. I think his defensive acumen, his offensive acumen, coupled with his skills are phenomenal. It's stuff you can't teach. And like I said, the defensive aspects of the game come natural to him. It's not something you need to teach. Like I said, with a lot of young guys. You got to refine them in their own zone, and you don't have to do that with him. He understands the nuances of playing sound defensive hockey, and that's what you need for a young defenseman that's looking to make an impact at a young age. I think he has a very good shot to be on the 2014 U.S. Olympic team. There's so many great young American defensemen coming up through the pipeline. He's one of them. He was captain material. They've got a great American captain right now in the Rangers with Callahan, but the Rangers have picked up so many character guys that are great, not only on the score sheet, but in what they bring to the game and the passion and just the competitiveness they have night in and night out. That's what the Broadway faithful love. You're showing out money for some of the most expensive tickets in hockey to see the Blueshirts play, and the fans expect you not only to win, but to play hard every shift. And McDonagh's one of those guys. McDonagh, Callahan, Dubinsky, so many great character guys that you can't help but love. And what they bring to the table every single night, whether or not they show up in the score sheet's irrelevant. Blocking shots, taking hits, fighting. He was on the brunt end of an elbow from Matt Cook that got Cook suspended for the playoffs last year, and just taking that in stride, not missing a shift. It's what you love to see, just that passion. It's contagious. You see one guy throwing himself in front of a shot. Everyone's gonna want to throw himself in front of a shot. You got it's like Mel Gibson and Braveheart, that leadership effect, and goes from the top down with Callahan, Mayweather C, but you don't have to wear a letter to be a leader, and I think McDonagh is one of those guys. He's still learning his role and developing, but in due time, he will be wearing a letter in New York. He's too passionate not to be given a more prominent leadership role. But like I said, you don't have to be visibly have something on you. All you gotta do is just play hard and lead your teammates, and he does that. And the Rangers really got a steal in this kid. He will be a phenomenal two-way defenseman for years to come. And like I said, the offense will come. He's too good, and he's too smart of a hockey player not to put up pretty good offensive numbers. And I don't know if he'll need 40 points, but I think 30 is definitely reachable. 55, 56 some odd games left. Yeah, 30 points is definitely reachable for the kid. That's it for the Power Play of CJ Player Profile for New York Rangers defenseman Ryan McDonagh. Stay tuned for more player profiles throughout the season.